What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Sideline Sports. Today is the day. It's the NFL draft. Let's see what the Niners do with that number 11 overall pick. But first, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Come on in. Very exciting day. And it looks like the first number one overall pick is in right now for the Tennessee Titans. Let's see who they pick. We're going to do a little draft watch here and go over each pick. And of course, as I thought, the Titans picked Cam Ward, Miami quarterback. The guy is an amazing quarterback. He had stats that were just off the charts this last year for college, and there's no doubt that he was going to go number one overall. I don't think it was a shocking pick overall right now, and nobody was really holding their breath. I think we all knew that that was the guy they were going to go for. So right now the Browns are on the clock. They were 3-14 last year. Let's see what they're looking for. They may be looking for a quarterback as well. And since the Niners are picking 11 and they haven't traded down in the draft at all, I'm thinking the more quarterbacks that go off this board right now, the better. We definitely are looking for a guy to drop down to the 11th spot. Offensive lineman or defensive lineman is ideal for the 49ers, but let's just take a look at some of the picks or options that they have right now. I mean, Kelvin Banks, offensive tackle from Texas, would be an amazing pick for the 49ers if he's there. I think that there's a good possibility that he will be. Daniel Jeremiah is the guy that I think everybody is looking at and hoping that the 49ers can get. He is basically the best offensive lineman in college right now. And if he's still there at 11, you have to just run up to the podium and put that pick in and say, that's who we're taking as fast as you can. The question is will he be around? If he's not around, there are a couple of ways the 49ers could go. I'm still not completely sold on the fact that they're going to go with an offensive lineman with their number 11 pick. I think we need a pass rusher very badly right now. And that should be, I think, that the way that the 49ers should be going with the 11 overall pick. I'll tell you what, you can get good offensive linemen in the first, second, third round of the draft. You really can. So, I mean, look at Dominic Pooney. We got him. He's a great offensive lineman. He's going to be a part of the 49ers building block going forward. There is no doubt about that. And if we could just continue to add great offensive linemen around him, then Brock Purdy will be safe and standing upright for the foreseeable future. So, but that being said, you can get a good offensive lineman in the second, third round. And remember, the 49ers have got 4 picks in the first 3 rounds. So they've got some supply to play with here, guys. And they really, really need a defensive pass rusher badly on that defensive line. So my first inclination is that they would go that way, but it wouldn't kill me to see them go after an offensive lineman. I feel like they really need offensive line help badly right now. So if you see a guy like Kelvin Banks go off the board to the Niners in the 11 overall pick, it wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, we have other guys that they're looking at. Barron, who's a quarterback out of Texas. I'm not really looking at cornerbacks for a number 11 overall pick. It just doesn't make sense. Mason Graham, defensive tackle out of Michigan, that's a guy that you can go for and expect some productivity out of his first year. So, I mean, there are guys here that you really have to take a look at when you're talking about defensive tackle and offensive line before you even think about cornerback. There's other positions to be looking at for sure. We also are really thin at the wide receiver core right now, guys. So you definitely need to take a look. If you're 49ers, you got to take a look at possibly going ahead and drafting a wide receiver here in this draft at some point. I mean, I think it kind of goes without saying. Where they do that, I don't know, but it won't be the number 11 pick. That I believe for sure. And so Jacksonville with the number 2 pick is on the clock now with about 3 minutes and 45 seconds left before they go ahead and make their pick. Again, it wouldn't surprise me if they went quarterback, but they do have Trevor Lawrence, so they could be looking for a cornerback or defensive tackle as well. Let's see what they go with. Okay, yeah, they're not making a trade yet. I thought I heard something about maybe trading back, but that's not happening. So let's go ahead and see what they're going to do. More about the 49ers though, because that's what we're really trying to do is get to that 11 pick and hopefully one of the best defensive pass rushers in college is still available there. And at the 11 pick, I think they have a good chance at that. Mikael Williams, edge rusher from Georgia, is really good. Shermer Stewart from Texas A&M is really, really good. Any one of those guys, I would love to take and see them mold around Bosa in that defensive line. So there are players out there that will be there. But when you're thinking about the defensive pass rushers and who you want to draft, they all fall behind this guy, Daniel Jeremiah, because he is just such a great offensive lineman. He's going to make an impact immediately. And you have to go with that. But if he is not available for whatever reason, I would be seriously looking at the pass rush first. Um, I mean, it's really hard to choose, guys. It's like flipping a coin whether you want an offensive lineman or a defensive lineman because you need them both so badly. You can't really go wrong. You have to make a choice between one of those two, though. It's a strikeout if you decide to go with a wide receiver or a cornerback with your number 11 overall pick. They need somebody that's going to protect Brock Purdy, and they need somebody that can absolutely rush the passer and put some pressure on the passer because right now with the 49ers pass rush, the quarterback's got all day to throw the ball and the Niners are getting run on like crazy. I'm actually still shocked that last year they didn't get run on more because if I am any opposing team playing the 49ers, I am running the ball constantly, just constantly. They can't stop the run. Um, so hopefully having another pass rusher there will also help solidify the defensive line and strengthen the run stop there as well. So it looks like the Jaguars pick is in. Let's take a look and see what they got.
Player who's made a profound impact on and off the field. The Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, presented by Nationwide, recognizes one player each year who best represents greatness.
Well, right now they're just trying to give away the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award. So let's see who they give that to. And then we can talk a little bit about the Jaguars pick and what's up next.
2024 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year, Eric Armstead.
Eric Armstead, and why not? He's an amazing player, great 49er. Eric Armstead, man, he deserves it. That's great. Unfortunately, Niners didn't hold on to him, but that's okay. He's probably going to go ahead and announce the pick for the Jaguars. Let's see what they go with. Wouldn't be surprised if they went with Hunter, but let's take a look and see.
Use your platform to make your community, the league, and this world a better place. As we remember, Walter Payton, strive to leave a positive legacy of your own. Thank you.
Yeah. Eric Armstead, great player. Wish we could have held on to him a little bit longer. He was awesome.
We have a trade.
Uh-oh, and the Jaguars make a trade.
The Cleveland Browns have traded the second pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
No, well, was it Browns to Jaguars, so.
And with the second pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter, like I thought. Travis Hunter, number 2 overall, cornerback / wide receiver, and I'm assuming the Jaguars are going to allow Travis Hunter to play both sides of the ball because I know that was something that he wanted to do, and I think he was even going to try and hold out until a team. I don't even know what he would have done because he can't really do it. But either way, the guy wasn't going to want to play unless he could play both sides of the ball, which I think they're probably going to let him do because it's the Jaguars. Plus, now you got Trevor Lawrence throwing to Travis Hunter, and you got Travis Hunter as a cornerback. So good on the Jags to make a move forward, but the Jaguars got a long way to go before they're a team that can vie for a Super Bowl. That's for sure. That is for sure. Trevor Lawrence has taken a step back, I think, a little bit at the QB position, so I don't think he is as good as he was a few years ago. Hasn't really matured, but overall, kind of assumed that pick was going to be the pick. So Travis Hunter, let's see if he can actually live up to the hype. Let's see if he can live up to the hype, guys. So New York Giants are on the clock, guys. So number 3, New York Giants on the clock. 4 minutes left. Let's get back to talking a little bit about the 49ers and what they need. Clearly, they need offensive and defensive line help, but I wouldn't put it past them to go ahead and try and get a cornerback as well, but not with the number 11 overall pick. There's no way that they go and get a corner with a number 11 overall pick, but there's lots of players on the board for them that they are eyeing, and they all will be, I think, right around the 11 pick that will be available. But there's so many ways the Niners can go. And, usually lately they've been drafting okay. But by and large, I would say the Niners have missed a few times. So I'm always a little bit worried. But they haven't missed lately. So I'm kind of excited to see where they go with this. Yeah, I mean, it's a coin flip, guys. Offensive line or defensive line is a coin flip. It could be either. It could go either way. Go either way. So.
Tonight, but what does it mean to you to be here?
Well, it means everything to me. I couldn't wait for them to bring me to come to witness the biggest moment of my son's life. So it's like it's the biggest moment of my life too. So I appreciate everything.
You said, Ferrante, that it's like you're
all right, let's take a look and see what's going on here. 2 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. Who will the Giants pick? The Giants are, I'm sure, looking for a quarterback, so I have almost no doubt in my mind that the Giants are going to draft a quarterback. So let's see what happens.
I know you are. Enjoy this, you guys, and congratulations. Yes, thank you. Congrats. Reese.
Laura, thank you very much. And Travis Hunter wanted to play for Deion Sanders and play both ways. One of the reasons that he followed was Prime.
Yeah, guys, there at the top of the screen right there. He's what we call a true generational talent right there. He took his talents to the HBCU.
Yeah. Travis Hunter's going to be a force if he doesn't get that diva attitude. Looking at him right now, the way he's acting, would not surprise me if Jaguars got another diva on their hands already, and he hasn't even played. He hasn't even played, guys. So what can I say? We'll definitely go live. I actually have somebody at the draft, so we'll definitely go live when the draft for the 49ers actually happens at the 11th pick, and we'll talk a little bit about that with him, and we'll get some insight once we see who the Niners actually decide to choose. But Giants pick is in right now. Let's see what they decide to go with. I'd be really surprised if they're not going with a quarterback. That's the number 3 pick. So we're getting close. We're getting up there quicker than I thought. We'll get to 11 before too long. All right, let's see. Yeah, Travis Hunter, 711 offensive yards, defense 747, special teams. Yeah, I mean, he's an awesome player. I hope it works out for him. I hope he works hard because the NFL is a different world.
This guy was one of the top players when he was in high school. We tried to recruit him in Alabama. He chose to go to Jackson State. You know, what's Prime. Exactly.
All right, let's see. All right. Let's see, guys. Pick is in.
You see who the fans are hoping to hear his name called.
With the 3rd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Abdul Carter, Defensive end.
They went defensive end. Abdul Carter, not a bad pick either. That was, I really thought they were going to go quarterback. I guess they just don't feel like their franchise is ready to really throw in a rookie quarterback yet. They've got a long way to go with other positions, and I know the Giants pride themselves on their defense. So Abdul Carter, that's a good pick. That's a good pick too. Not a bad pick. So, all right, guys. We're going to stay live once we get closer. Well, we're not going to stay live now, but we'll be back live when we get closer to the number 11 overall pick. Right now, it looks like who's on the clock? Next. Yep. So New England's going to be on the clock. We'll see what they do. Yep, that's another team that may be looking for a quarterback. But either way, man, this guy's good. That's another guy I would love to see. Abdul Carter, that would be an awesome pick for the Niners if he would have never dropped that far though. So anyway, guys, stay tuned. I'll be back online live in about 30 minutes to pick up where I left off here and talk about the Niners pick, what I like, what I don't like, if I like it or if I don't like it, and what that means for the 49ers for the rest of the offseason, free agency, and everything else that comes along with it. And maybe the Niners make a trade. Who knows? Maybe they trade back. We'll see. But, hey, guys, I'll see you back here shortly.